is Gaylord Oklahoma Memorial in Norman. This matchup today, part of the lifeblood of the sport. A rivalry game where the results will be remembered for a lifetime. It's the Nebraska Cornhuskers and the Oklahoma Sooners. Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with you. Let's check in with our sideline reporter, Holly Rose.
The Sooners head coach told me here in the pregame he is taking a 1-0 approach. Even though this team is on a 5-game winning streak and they have an unranked opponent coming into town today, he said all we have to do is keep going 1-0 all year long. If we keep a week-by-week focus, we'll look up and be in the college football playoff. That was his message to the team before this game. Back to you.
Thank you, Holly. Really looking forward to this matchup. The Sooners will kick off first, and here we go. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. Dropping back, it's Calandria. Makes the grab. They stop him just short of the first down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up.
And after giving up that completion, guys, I wonder if the defense is going to decide to stay in zone or maybe mix things up, a little more man coverage, maybe blitz.
The Huskers come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. They're trying to crease them off the left tackle. At midfield, maybe a crease. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
Busting big runs like this is a total team effort. Obviously, the back has to find the hole, but you got to have everybody around them doing their job to make it a good play call.
And everybody around them doesn't just mean the offensive line. The receivers getting their blocks downfield is a big deal, too.
It's a huge deal. We always talk about them catching passes, but blocking is so important for their responsibilities.
Exploded for a huge chunk of yards on that last one. They'll try to do it again here, 1st and 10 from the 33. This time he wants to throw. Fires to the middle. And the throw down the gut falls to the grass. The deeper into the season we get, the more they win, the greater their confidence that they can finish strong here in the Big 12.
Heck yeah, Reese. The bigger the expectations get, the bigger the consequences get for every single game. So you know this league is tough. You know there's always a lot of points scored. You know there's playoff implications possibly down the road. So this team's got to continue to stay on course and continue to do what they've been doing.
No doubt about it. All their goals still out ahead of them right now and play. The thing they've been really good at doing, outside of just being a talented football team and showing up, is that they've got their head where it needs to be every single week. Doesn't matter who they're playing at an extremely high level, just taking it one game at a time. They got to do it again today. Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
Looking for a man. It's Calandria. Fires left. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down.
Nice job by the defense. They're mixing up their look. They're 3rd and long in field goal range. They go zone coverage. So everybody on the back end has the eye on the quarterback, and they're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
Now, wait just a second here. I don't see the kicker coming out. I think they're going to go for it here. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Finds his big tight end. Outstanding tackle to keep him from getting the first down, and they'll get it back.
And listen, I have no problem being aggressive on fourth down, but the consequences of that, now you got to have your defense go bail you out. So you started the game trying to be aggressive. Well, defense, you got to get my back now.
The run inside. It's Walker. Gets the nose of the ball to the 25, give him 1.
And you want to run the football. I mean, that's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Caught behind the line. It's Sategna. They'll mark him out of bounds at about the 29-yard line.
This slot receiver gives defensive coordinators nightmares. You have got to double him virtually on every pass play. He better have safety help over top. Otherwise, this guy's a threat to score every time they throw the ball.
You got to think they'll try to muscle their way forward on 3rd and short from the 29. Gets the back moving. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Walker. Stopped cold by this defense. They tried to fool him with the run, and nobody was buying it. Quarterback may change this route. On 4th down, they'll pass for it. And they gambled in their own end, and now they give up really good field position.
Aggressive. You want to be aggressive. You want to take chances, and you tell your team about it all week, and you come out, you get an opportunity in the first half to go for it on 4th down. You shot your shot. The problem is now you put your defense in a bad situation early in this game where you're going to have to try to find a way to get a stop and create some momentum.
And here comes the Nebraska offense back onto the field. They'll run it. Here's a little room there. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down.
It's so nice as an offense to know you can generate explosive plays by handing the football off to this guy. He has got incredible speed.
On 1st and 10, trying to strike from the 15. They're going to ride this running back. They get him down, but he was driving his way and gets it down to the 7-yard line. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Looking for open space. It's Nelson. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Yeah, you just feel like the running back's asking for redemption on that one. You know, 2nd and short, and you're giving him the football. He can't get the first himself. Now it's 3rd down. He's looking over on the sideline like, call it again, throw me the ball, I can go do this. It's never a good feeling for the running back in that situation.
Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a 1st and goal. Back to throw, it's Calandria. He wants it all. Got it. And he was straining for the goal line, but the defense stopped him short.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that 3rd down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man, zone. That's where he was going with it, and the big-time playmaker outside picks up the first.
And the Huskers will try to punch it in on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he's in. Touchdown, Cornhuskers.
You know, this guy's had a big role in this offense this year, especially when they get down close to the end zone. That's his 5th rushing touchdown on the year. He's been a factor for these guys offensively.
And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. They'll run the RPO and fire to the right. And they'll make the stop, and we are headed to the end of the first period. We've come to the end of the quarter, and Nebraska is on top. And we've come to the end of the first as we take a moment to check out the stats so far. They are lined up and ready to go and get things started here in the second. Short completion last play. Let's see if they throw it again. To the air, it's Mateer. Looking for a big play. Catch inside the 30 and still running. Touchdown Sooners! Into the end zone with a breakaway score.
Really nice job working the route and getting himself open. He was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
And the point after is good. They wasted no time on that drive. Got it on their 25, and 2 plays later, they're in the end zone. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So the Nebraska offense heads out to start this drive. He stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. Looking to throw on first down. Finds the tight end. And that had all the makings of bug meat windshield. But how about the little corner taking on the big tight end and keeping him from getting the first?
I like this tight end. He does a really nice job on his route running. He's been beating man coverage. He can find the soft spots and zones. You got to get him involved.
They got 3 on the last pass. Here comes 2nd and 7. It'll be a draw. They knock him down after he picks up 5 out to the 34.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
Sooner Nation bearing down on this offense on this huge 3rd down play. To the ground to try to pick up the first. Turns it on at midfield. Just gashing this defense. A big gainer to the 40-yard line.
What a great run there. On 3rd and 1 situation, though, David, that has got to be demoralizing for a defense because they were packed up close to the line of scrimmage, expecting run on that one.
Yeah, playing aggressive, but great offenses have the ability in predictable situations like 3rd and 1 to get first downs.
The Cornhuskers will snap it on 1st and 10. Running inside. It's Ives. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
If you're going to stop the run game, you better be physical up front on the defensive line. They've got some maulers. They've got some dudes with bad intentions. Nice play there.
Back to the ground with the running back.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going. it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Now facing a 3rd and long. To the air, it's Calandria. Get it out on the screen. Could not make his way to the corner.
Great job in the open field making that tackle on defense. You know, you'd like to think your running back in space could make that guy miss on 3rd down, but really nice job with the fundamentals on that tackle.
They were unfazed by that earlier 4th down failure and will try for a 2nd time in this one. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Fires to the middle. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Going the other way, and he's got room. And after making the interception, a terrific return to put his offense in great field position at the 42. They take over late and have enough time to put together a drive. They're going to throw it to start the drive. Pressure's there, and he lets it go.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. The run inside. It's Walker. They've got to get the football to the 32 to pick up the 1st down. Looks as if he's going to run it. That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker.
And you can tell the QB wants to run. He's going to be a big part of the game plan, and the defense really, really understands that. I got to understand. And more importantly, when I get a lick on this cat, I got to take it. Like, not dirty, not cheap shots, but end of the plays, when I can be physical and really make him feel me, I think that'll always bode well in a 4th quarter game.
On 4th down, they're taking to the air. Makes the grab past the marker. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on 4th down, and they keep the drive alive. He unleashed a bullet on that pass and converted the 4th down.
Gotta love it. Some people get conservative. Some people don't want to mess up. 4th down, you could tell. He wanted that window, and he threw it as hard as he could. Throws a strike to the wide receiver. Gets the big 4th down conversion.
Hey, check it. 22-90 Mountain. 22-90 Mountain.
Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Back to pass, it's Mateer. Release to the back. Fired in there, but incomplete. They couldn't make the connection on 2nd down. Now a 3rd and 7 to keep the drive alive. From the gun, wants to pass. He's got him in the flat. He was fighting his way toward those sticks, but they'll stop him a couple of yards short. Timeout called by the Cornhuskers. That's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. They're going to stay aggressive and leave the offense out there on 4th down again. Making side adjustments here. On 4th down, he'll try to toss it. Lets it fly. Big tight end makes the grab. 1st down, still on his feet. Touchdown, Oklahoma. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
And the offense breaks the tie, takes the lead, gains some momentum. How big is this, Palmer, now going into the half with the lead, with the momentum?
Well, they break the tie, but they also break their confidence a little bit now. The opponent now has to go into the locker room probably down, and they're wondering, what adjustments do we have to make? What do we have to fix? Because we've got our work cut out for us in this game.
They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. They'll start this drive going to the air. Got out of trouble and throws. Makes the catch. It's Mills. Good pickup, a little bit short of the sticks. Nebraska uses a timeout here. It's their second. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. To the air. It's Calandria. Plucks it out of the air. Works his way to the 41, and that is plenty to give him a first down. Clock still running, almost certainly the last play of the half. Looking downfield on first down. Fires quickly. As we close in on halftime, a timeout is taken here. Just enough time for one final play of the half. Back to throw, time running short in the half. Deep shot for the end zone. It's incomplete, and they tried to finish this quarter with a bang and couldn't quite connect. And we are headed to halftime. Both squads headed into the locker room to make some adjustments. Gives us an opportunity to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football Studio Update.
Fellas, we are beginning to see a little separation in the standings. The Week 5 edition of our update show. We start with a look at Ohio State taking on the Iowa Hawkeyes. And it's the Buckeyes with a complete demolition of the defense. They went over 70 points today. Safe to say the offensive coordinator could be in line for some head coaching jobs after a showing like this. The outcome today brings them to 4-1 on the season. That is a solid start. As we take a look at other action today, check out that notable upset inside the ACC.
Finds that crease, and he's got 4 out to the 29. They'll line up for a second down play. Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete.
Well, this defense knew coming in they were going to see some RPO, and they were going to see some quick game. And nice job there taking the throw away from the quarterback.
Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's 3rd and long. To throw, it's Mateer. Quarterback now on the run, still looking. Intercepted, and that's not how you want to start a half. The Cornhuskers ready to go back to work on offense. The defense set them up with a turnover, and now to try to cash it in. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
Man, nowhere to run on that play at all.
About all you can say is do better. But that's the problem. Are they able to do better?
And that's why you keep trying things, right? Keep trying to get on the perimeter, run it up the middle, try different things to see what you do well.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Looking to fire. He's got it. Just sledgehammering his way down to the 33.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm.
The Sooner fans booming. A cacophony of noise at the Palace on the Prairie on third down. Back to pass. It's Calandria. They got him, and down he goes, and what a huge sack. That might have knocked him out of field goal range. On fourth down, going to the air. Drop the football, and they'll turn it over on downs. Desperately wanted to convert on fourth down, but couldn't do it.
And that is a big-time drop right there. Fourth down, opportunity to catch it, maybe get the first down. That is tough to swallow, but as a QB, I got to walk over to him and say, listen, man, we're going to need you later on. I still believe it.
To the air on first down. And he's left with no option. He just threw it away.
A nice job by the quarterback there. You're outside the pocket, nobody's open, so you throw the ball away knowing that you still have more chances to get this first down.
Behind the chains now on second and long.
Ready. Clear 30, clear 30. Go, go.
Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Walker. And a good solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down.
And we talked about this guy coming into the game, man. He's a dude. Like, he's a guy that they're going to feature, they're going to give the football to. He's so good with the ball in his hand, so why would you not hand it to him as much as possible? They're doing it early, and he's getting some chunk yardage. This defense, they knew about him, but now they're finding out about him.
He's got enough to move the chains, and they'll spot it at the 47. The Sooners have it with a 1st and 10. On the run, it's Walker. Still running at the 35. They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another first down.
And it's going to be interesting to watch this defense, man, because obviously when you're trailing, and offenses can sometimes get conservative. That's 2 runs back-to-back. Do they get more aggressive and try to bring more guys near the line of scrimmage, not let them waste time, and try to get their offense the football back?
An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the 3rd quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical and trying to stay on the field.
He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Running inside, it's Walker. What a nice job by the defense to string it out, not give him any kind of alley, and knock him down for a loss.
I think one of the keys to this defense's success all season has been how good they've been stopping the run. They are a top 10 unit when it comes to rushing defense, and it's helped them out this year down in the red zone.
Looking to pass, it's Mateer. Rolling to the right, trying to make something happen. Couldn't find anywhere to throw the football, just got rid of it, and that's the #1 thing. Avoid disaster here.
And it's a little bit of a cat-and-mouse game there. Nice job by the defense dialing up the perfect coverage, taking all the downfield throws away on 3rd and long in the red zone. So nice job by the QB. You got to throw that one away. You just got to eat it. Now you have an opportunity still at a field goal.
Nestled just inside that right upright. And now the lead is even bigger.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. First snap of this drive will come from inside the 15 at their own 14-yard line. They'll run the counter. Stopped at the 24-yard line after the 10-yard gain.
When you run these counter-type plays, you're getting extra offensive linemen pulling at the point of attack, opening up a crease for that running back to gash the defense.
It's first down from back at their own 24-yard line. This time he wants to throw. There's the pressure. And the ball's free in the backfield. And the defense jumps on him. They get that turnover.
Those are hard for offensive linemen when they get beat. You're going, no, look out for your blind side. Watch out. But that great job rushing the quarterback, getting him on the ground, and getting the football out. A little extra bonus. Nice job by the defense getting nasty.
Looking for a gap. It's Walker. They get him on the ground, but not before he rumbles all the way to the 5.
And running backs are so good, so talented, so elusive. You see nowadays they really have the ability to make you miss, run you over. Unbelievable effort. Nice job. You keep that going, it's going to be hard to stop.
And the Sooners have it with a first and goal. We reached the quarter break with Oklahoma on top. And we've reached the end of the third, and time is running out if they're going to cut into this deficit. Let's take a look at our game stats before we move on. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the fourth. They'd love to start this quarter off with a touchdown right here. Keeping it on the ground on first and goal. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling.
If at first you don't succeed, try again. I wouldn't be surprised if they just turn around and hand it off to him again here on second.
They've got it down to the 3. Now it's second and goal. He'll run it to the right, looking for the goal line. Touchdown, Oklahoma! And they take it in for 6 more points. With that, they are closing in on bowl eligibility, but with this big lead and a 6-0 start, much bigger dreams for this squad. Now they've got a little breathing room. They are in firm control of this game, guys, but you never want to let up in a rivalry game.
Because it only takes one play. We know how much of a factor momentum can be in these types of rivalry games, David, so this game's still far from over.
And this is where my leadership and my experience comes into play. When you got guys that have been through these fires, been through these rivalry games, you know the swings happen quick. Now you got to swing it back your way.
The Cornhusker offense is out and ready to go on the attack. This one feels as if it's starting to get away from them a little bit, Jesse.
Yeah, Reese, there's a lot of teams in college football at this point that would just quit. So, David, we're going to find out a lot about this team right here.
Yeah, just running out of opportunities. You give opportunities away like this, you're trailing. Every possession is going to be important from here on in.
Just a little too eager there, and they'll back up 5, and it's first and 15. Makes the catch. It's Hunter. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few.
Here's the deal. You're down 3 possessions. You know, it doesn't feel likely they're going to come back and win, but we've seen crazier stuff happen in college football. It all starts with a big completion on a 2-minute drive. They'll get the momentum started.
Picked off. What a play to set him up. Got room on the return. The 10. And they capitalized not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field position. And the sudden change magnified for this defense as it's first and goal. He'll take it himself. Nothing doing, and he was lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage. It's second and goal. Got stopped on first down. They'll try it again from the 2. Powers forward. Touchdown Sooner! And the punishment has been extended. That score will give them a little more room to operate here in the fourth quarter as they go for their 6th straight win.
Another rushing touchdown. That's now 2 on the game. This offense thought they could come into this one running the ball, being the more physical team, and they look like it right now.
He'll bring it out. It's Mills. That is a decision he will likely regret. He brings it out of the end zone, and he's knocked down at the 10. And here comes the Nebraska offense back onto the field. After throwing the pick on the last drive, need to take care of the ball this time, Jesse.
We're going to find out a lot about this quarterback right here, too. How does he fight through adversity after that last drive?
Yeah, clear the mechanism, move on. That's a part of it, right? If you're going to be a great player, you got to learn how to handle these mistakes and move on.
And I think this is important for this defense. This will be a big key in the football game. Like, I got to limit the damage from that guy because that's a QB that's dynamic, and he can make so many big plays. I got to string him out. I got to make him get to the sideline. But I will say this. I do want to hit him at the end of the runs. I don't want to let him out of bounds and let him get free carries. I want it to be physical.
Gets the ball right to the 50-yard line, and that'll be enough for a first down. The Huskers come to the line after the big connection and going back to work. Pulls and fires complete to the right. An 8-yard pickup on the first down completion, now 2nd and 2. Looking for a man, it's Calandria. Throws to the tight end. Caught over the middle, it's Nelson. Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a first down.
This has been a frustrating day. I mean, they haven't moved the ball consistently, and now you get a play, but they haven't put 2 and 3 and 4 plays together, and that's why they're trailing in this football game. So maybe they can find some kind of a rhythm here late in the game and get something cooking.
Huge game before he goes out of bounds, and now they've got it 1st and goal. And the Huskers, once backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, have put quite a drive together. The snap sets up to throw. Rushes on him. They got him. Great pressure by this defense.
And as a defense, a lot of times you're coming in the game and you're just trying to limit the damage when you play a really great quarterback. And they've done more than that today. They have dominated this football game. The offense has carried their weight, and this is looking like a great outcome.
And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be 3rd down.
The offense came into this game knowing that for them to win, they were going to have to make some big plays throwing the football. That just has not been the case. Here in the 4th quarter, they've been held to less than 200 passing yards, and that's really the story of the game, guys.
Bringing the heat. That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on 3rd down.
And that's just the kind of game it's been for this quarterback and this offense. You got a great game plan all week long. You're watching it throughout practice. You think you're going to have a chance to light up the scoreboard, but they're just not able to hook up. You got to.
Now, the offense is still out there. They're taking a gamble here. They could come up empty by passing on the field goal here on 4th down. Wants to throw. It's Calandria. Looking to the big tight end. Touchdown, Cornhuskers! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. A score for the big fella here. Why are tight ends so effective in the red zone?
Well, these aren't the guys that are going to burn by you and go for 70 most of the time, but when you can use their big-bodied frames, threaten them to run the football and be a blocker in the running game, and now you slip them in the secondary, make that big play.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. come the Sooners, ready to go on offense. How good have they been the last couple of drives? Took a close game, turned it into a blowout, and they have the football back. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9.
Ready. Black 14. Black 14.
He'll try it again. And the defense snows him under after a very short game. The defense working to manage that clock. They used the timeout, 1:55 remaining.
This is an area of the game. On offense, you've got to be able to run the football well. You've got the lead in the fourth quarter, and obviously you're in your own end here, but you want to bleed the clock. You want to stay on the field and keep getting 1st down, so you have to be able to run it.
The run inside. It's Walker. He's knocked down just short of the 30 at the 29-yard line. It brings up 4th down. Nebraska uses a timeout here. It's their 2nd. And now everybody chiming in to figure out how to play this 4th down. Punt is in the air on 4th down. Hauls it in and looking upfield. Cover guys do their job, and they get him stopped at the 22-yard line. They'll snap this one to start the drive from their own 22. With the draw, it's I. Really nice job to squirt his way up to the 31-yard line.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on 1st down, man, you are doing just that.
After the 9-yard pickup on 1st down, here's 2nd and 1. And he was looking over the middle and couldn't make the connection.
And it's just been that kind of day for this quarterback and this offense, guys. They have never been able to get into a rhythm throwing the football. Timing's been off. Accuracy hasn't been great. We've seen some drops. Just not in sync, and that's why they find themselves trailing by a lot right here late in the game.
Scanning the field, it's Calandria. It's complete to the left. He steps out of bounds, but he's got a 1st down on the play.
Well, this offense has a ton of work left ahead of them here in this 2-minute situation late in the game, but the drive off to a good start. You get the 1st down, you get out of bounds, you're working the perimeter of the field. That is exactly what you want to do.
The Cornhuskers come to the line with a new set of downs. Looking to throw on 1st down. Grabbed over the middle. It's Barney.
Yeah, and David, you just wonder at this point, is it just too little too late? This is one of their best playmakers offensively, but they just haven't been able to get him going in this game. Big reason why they're losing.
Yeah, and the defense has done a great job understanding that. I got to take that guy away. That's priority number 1. Understand it. Late in the game now, up by multiple scores. I'm playing my defense a little bit different. Can't give up the big plays. Time is on my side.
The Huskers kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. Wants to throw on 1st down. It's complete to the right. Brought down at the 38. It's a pickup of 10 and a 1st down.
A nice passing game by this offense. The quarterback and the receiver on the same page, in time, in rhythm, creates the big play. And look at them. They're right back on the football, ready to run another play.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Concentration is key. Have to know the snap count. The false start backs him up. It's 1st and 15. Wants to pass. Fires to the right. Makes the grab. It's Hunter. Perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle at the 17. Now they've got to hustle to the line and get set. They've marched to the red zone, and here they go. Right on the money. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall. They get the timeout called, 11 seconds remaining to play.
Simple pitch, simple catch, easy little drag route right over the field. And it's a nice timing route. You can run it versus man or you can run it versus zone and have a lot of success.
Looking to throw, it's Calandria. Fires to the end zone. Touchdown, Husker. Right on the money, and he makes the grab in the end zone.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. And David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not. So being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
Fielded in the end zone, it's Avant. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. And here we go, final play of the game right here. Looking for room, it's Walker. And a short run there, and that'll end it. They reeled off 6 straight to start the season, undefeated, bowl eligible, but when you have that kind of record, the possibilities seem limitless.
What a great way to start the season. The best way possible, right? Like 6-0, taking care of business, building momentum. This squad continues